Hello everyone, welcome to Pep Coding. In this video, we're going to look at the question balance brackets. In this question, we have a string expression and we are going to check if my expression is balanced or not, which means the closing bracket and the opening brackets match or not. So let's try to understand this. Mm, I have these sample inputs. For this expression, for the first expression, I have an opening square bracket, then I have a parentheses, then let's ignore this part, right? For the expression, we're not going to check for the expressions, right? So we have a closing bracket, then I'm going to have a plus, then I have a parentheses or a curly braces, my bad, and then I have parentheses, c plus t, ignore this, then I have a expression, let's ignore that as well, then I have parentheses, and then I have curly braces, and then I have square brackets. So this is closed by this is closed by this expression is closed by this is closed by this is closed by this. Okay, so this is balanced. This is a balanced expression. So I can return true from here. Okay, in the second expression or the second expression, I have square bracket, then parentheses, then I have a plus, then move this. I have curly bracket, then I have parentheses, then I have again parentheses, then I have a then I have another parentheses, then I have a square bracket, and then I have this curly bracket. So you can see that for uh, this uh, this parentheses we have this parentheses, which is completely fine. For these parentheses we have these parentheses, but for this curly bracket, right, for this open curly bracket, I have these parentheses. Now there is a type mismatch, so this we will return false because they are not balanced. We have three conditions on the basis of which we can check if my expression is balanced or not. What are these three conditions? First condition, my first condition is that if it has type mismatch. This means that my opening bracket is closed by another closing bracket, but they are of different types. This is parentheses and this is curly braces. My second thing is I have more opening brackets than I have closing brackets. So I have this square bracket is here. I don't need this square bracket, right? So I can just simply say we have more opening brackets. Or the third thing is I can have more closing bracket, right? I have two closing brackets, but I have only one opening bracket, so more closing brackets. So I have three things which can decide if I have a balanced expression or not. If I have any of these three things present in my expression, I can just simply return false from there. Else I can just simply say that it is a balanced expression. So let's discuss the approach. We are going to do this uh, using a stack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a stack. Let's do this for the second expression, and I am going to make the stack of character data type. Since I'm only dealing with the uh, parent or the since I'm only dealing with the brackets, right? So I will only push and pop the brackets. So first I'm going to push every opening bracket. Okay, if I encounter opening bracket, I'm going to push this. I push the square bracket, I push this parentheses, then I have a plus b. I'm going to ignore the a plus b. Then I'm going to see that if my closing bracket, now I have a closing bracket. If the last bracket which was encountered is of the same type, then I can pop this, right? I can simply say that it is balanced, so I can just pop this. Else, if it was, if uh, if instead of an parentheses here, if I had something like this, or a curly braces, then there would be a type mismatch. Then I can just simply say that I can simply return false from there, right? Else I can just simply return true. So if there is a type mismatch, I can return false, else I can return true, else I can return pop. My bad, we are not going to return true from there. But if there is a type mismatch, we can return false from there. So uh, if my character is parentheses here, then I have the parentheses. I had the parentheses here. Then I'm going to pop this parentheses. Then I have this plus. I'm going to ignore this plus. I have this curly braces. I'm going to push this curly braces. I have this parentheses. I'm going to push this parentheses. Then C plus T is ignored. Then I have this closing parentheses. Then I'm going to pop this closing parentheses. I have this star, ignore the star. I have this parentheses. I'm going to push the parentheses. Then E over F is ignored. Then I have this parentheses as well. I'm going to pop this parentheses. I have this square bracket. And for here, I have a curly bracket. So there is a type mismatch, right? My current character, which I'm here, right? I have this character now, and this is a square bracket, but at the top of the stack sits a curly bracket. So there is a type mismatch. So I can simply return false from here. I can simply return false from here. So let's try to code this, and we can understand this as we go along. Okay. Let's take our scanner. Then we are going to make a string. Let's start next line. Let's make a solve function, or let's do this. Call this solve function here, and then I'm going to pass a string. This solve function will return true or false on the basis of whether my string is, or whether my expression is balanced or not. Okay, so public static boolean solve string. It is going to take a string str, and I'm going to do I'm going to make a stack of character data type, right? Then I'm going to iterate over the string, so I have to do str.length. Now I'm iterating over the string. I will take the first character, so let's do this full screen. I will take the first character, call this ch. This would be str.char at I, right? If my character is equal to an opening bracket, or if my character is equal to parentheses, if my character is equal to a curly braces, if my character is equal to square brackets, then I'm going to push my character, else I'm going to do some work. Okay, if this function runs completely fine, I can simply return true from here, right? Or it will return false from the else condition. Else, in the else part, I'm not just going to write else, I'm going to write if the closing bracket is of which type. So if my character here is of a parentheses type, then I'm going to do some work. Else, if my character is of this type, curly braces, then I'm going to do some work. Else, if my character is of square bracket type, going to do some work. All the rest of the characters are ignored, so I'm not even going to push them, I'm not even going to pop them, they are just simply ignored. Okay, so first thing, if I encounter a parentheses, I'm going to check that if my peak value is equal is either equal to is not equal to opening parentheses. If this is not equal to an opening parentheses, this means, yeah, this means that at the top of my stack, here I have, let's say, a curly braces, and I have this parentheses. This, if this is not equal, I can just simply return false from here, right? I can simply return false from here. Same work will be done in the other parts, right? But this is for curly braces, and this is for this is for square brackets. Okay. Also, now I'm going to check if my st dot size is equal to 0. What does this mean? If I have an empty stack, this means that the number of closing brackets are more than the number of opening brackets, right? If there was anything on, if there was anything here, if there was a opening bracket or whatever there was here in the stack, if my stack was not empty, it meant that I had something to pop. If I don't have anything to pop, if my stack is already empty, it means that the uh, closing bracket encountered doesn't have any opening bracket to pop, right? So I can simply return false from here because my stack is empty and I have more closing brackets. So I can also return false from it, right? Else, I don't have to write any else. I can just simply pop. But let's write else. Let's do this in else if. Okay. So let's copy this. Okay. Now this is for braces, curly braces. This is for square brackets. So now we have checked for every element that if the size is equal to 0 or not. It means that the number of closing brackets are greater than the number of opening brackets. We have made this check. So the first check is check if the number of opening, the closing brackets are greater than number of opening brackets. So this is that check, right? This is check if there is a mismatch between the types, and else I'm just going to pop them. Okay. uh and after this for loop is run, my character or my character stack should be empty. What I'm saying is, after my function has been ran, after my iteration has been ran, uh if I have something on my stack, let's say I have this on my stack and I have nothing to push and pop because I've iterated through the string, it means that the number of opening brackets were great, right? That's why I have some value left. There were more opening brackets. We have handled the case for mismatch. We have handled the case where we have more number of closing brackets, but we have not handled the case where we have more opening brackets. So if we have more opening brackets, they're already pushed onto the stack. So we have to remove them, or we have to check. We have to check if my going to check if st dot size is equal to 0 or not. If it is equal to 0, then I'm going to return true, which means that there is uh, nothing on my stack. It is completely empty. I've ran the iteration and everything is fine. Else, there is something on the stack, so I'm going to return false. Okay, so let's try to run this now. We are getting the right answer. Let's submit this. Okay, so it is the correct answer. Now, I hope you understand this question. I would advise you to watch the part where first we're making the three major checks, right? The first major check is that there is a mismatch. That if the on the last element, the last opening bracket encountered is a different type than the current character. So this is for the mismatch. This is to check if there is nothing on the stack and I have a character value, which means that my number of closing brackets are more. So the stack is already empty. There is nothing to pop. So I can just simply return false from there because I have more closing brackets. And the last check here, this check here is to represent. Check if I have more opening brackets. If there are more opening brackets, then there would be something left on the stack. I hope you understand this question. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.